Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Hot Mess Healing Podcast. I'm Justin.
And I'm Kelly. And I think we are slightly less of a hot mess this morning because you actually have a proper microphone. So sorry, listeners, for the past 3 episodes, but we're back, baby.
I actually do, and it sounds like on here my audio is okay, but we'll see what happens after we record this because
Yes.
I will totally acknowledge, I sound like a freaking, bass, tuba or some shit in, the first few recordings we did. But we have a mic. I have this set up now, and Kelly, just for some reason, has a really good mic on whatever she's
And I
recording on
also
always.
have
So.
90s prom hair. I don't know what happened. This is this is I don't know. It's giving like Brett Michaels Rock of Love.
It's giving Megan from Rock of Love. Megan
Yes.
Wants a Millionaire.
Yes. I don't know what's going on with this hair. We're going to have to bring me into like the next 2 decades. But anyways, okay, we're just going to go with it. I was at a comedy
It's like
show.
giving Faith Hill when she got extensions.
Yes, like 1990s, like spiral. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry, everyone, but
It looks good.
it's just,
I mean, they're bringing 90s stuff back, so it's
you know
whatever.
what? We're gonna bring back 90s Faith Hill hair, and I'm gonna personally do it. So
not
anyway,
not 90s Faith Hill hair because that's like the Just Kiss short looking dude.
No, we're gonna do like
it's like that second album she did.
Yes, I just need like a subtle brush. We'll be fine. But anyway, so you're getting a puppy today. That's exciting.
Yeah, we're going to Grand Rapids today to get a puppy. So for those who don't know where the hell that's at, that's like 2.5 hours from here. So we're literally going 2.5 hours here to get this dog, 2.5 hours back. We're super excited. So make sure you all go to my Instagram page at ADHD Therapist _J to go see those photos later. Those will probably be a couple weeks after this or whatever, but you'll see them all over there. And yeah, we're excited. He's gonna be a therapy dog one day too.
Okay, so what does that mean? You're gonna bring him to your practice, or like?
My wife's gonna bring him to our practice, so she's gonna be like the animal assisted therapist. So she already works with kids, and she's already done animal assisted training, all sorts of stuff in school about this. So she's gonna train him to actually be a therapy dog, where you sit in on the sessions, and they're just kind of. I don't really know. I'll be so real. I don't even know how it works, but I just know the dog is there. So yeah, it'll be cool. So
that's so much fun.
And then we can and then also we can make the dog go to those things in school. You know how schools will pay for therapy dogs on exam week to just sit in the library and people come pet it. Yeah, this is gonna be great.
Yes, that's a whole nother topic for us to discuss, like an emotional support animal. I mean, I've heard of people bringing crazy shit onto airplanes and calling it an emotional support animal. That's a very hotly debated topic in the therapy world, is the necessity for that. So
I know someone brought their python on.
I was going to say, I know there's a snake, a reptile, something. I mean, it's just getting a little.
It's giving Britney Spears 2001 VMAs.
Which, by the way, was my costume last year for Halloween, full circle. So maybe our next podcast will be about that, and we'll just put the cover of me as Britney with the snake as cover. Okay, we got this. All right, we're good. We know what we're doing next time.
Exactly. All right, well, Kelly, break into us kind of what we're going over. And by the way, before we get into it, how was your week, by the way?
My week was pretty good, actually. I'm going to see New Kids on the Block this weekend. I am the biggest boy band. I am pretty much stuck. Speaking of 90s hair, I'm stuck in the 90s with boy bands as well. So I cannot freaking wait for this concert Tuesday. Yeah, I am a boy band junkie. I actually have I'm going to be backstage and on stage. So I'm going to probably die and not make it to our next episode with building, but I'm super excited about that. And then I have the zoo event. I'm supporting the Detroit Zoo on Friday, which you'll be at. So
I will be at. I have a whole outfit ready for it that I can't wait to show off.
God. Yes, you guys are going to want to see this outfit that he has. So
it is some crazy I don't even know how to describe it, but it's some crazy zebra shit you're going to see. So
it's a cross between a zebra suit and a pimp suit from again.
It's not a suit. It's shorts and a shirt, but it's it's going to be all black and white, and it's just going to be it's just going to be cool.
I feel like you need a cane.
I do need it. No, I need a pimp cup.
Yes. And
I don't think we're allowed to say pimp anymore, but
I was just going to say, are we going to get canceled for that?
I don't really know. Okay, I need to at least explain, because maybe younger people who are listening don't even know what that is. Mm-hmm. So a pimp cup from the 2000s, it was this goes into our nostalgia episode we just did, actually, but it's this cup that you used to get at this place called Spencer's. There's a few other places that sold it, but it has all these rhinestone jewels on it. And it literally would just say crazy things like pimp or sexy or all sorts of stuff on it. But now I don't think they're called pimp cups anymore. I don't know what they're called now, because pimp obviously isn't good. But that's what they used to call them, because we used to have Pimp My Ride, where they just did your car.
I forgot about that. Yes. Oh my God. Okay, so I feel like we should maybe, yes. So stay tuned for photos on that. We're gonna have a very content-filled week. You're gonna be in like newborn puppy hell.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give you all live updates on this on my
Yes,
stories too.
living that dog dad life. So good luck
I
with
know,
that.
and we're family planning too, so I'm gonna be living dog and human dad life probably in about a year or two from here.
Oh my god. Okay, that's like a whole. Okay, good luck. I will pray for you. So yeah, we have a busy week coming up.
We
And
do. Oh my god.
yeah. So what else? So we're gonna discuss something that someone posted looking for advice on Reddit, and we have
Yeah,
our own thoughts
it's
on it.
not. Well, it's not Reddit. It's someone wrote in here actually.
Oh, okay. See, I'm so used to like, okay, this is why we're
We're
hot.
used to now. We're getting people to actually write to us now.
Okay, so
So
people actually, okay, this was a viewer question looking for help with a situation with, I think, her sister's wedding. Is that what this was about?
I think so. Let me pull it
Okay.
up right here and
And
find
feel
out.
free if you guys, how do people write into us? You can message us on Instagram anonymously. We will never say your name. You can, do we have an email for this podcast?
We will eventually, probably in a couple
Just
episodes
hit
from
us up
now.
on Instagram, TikTok
We
with any questions.
we're a true DIY podcast, just
Yes,
so
we
everyone
are.
knows.
Yes, there's no producer or crew. This is it.
This
So
is it, and then we're gonna have a producer one day, like you know who, but whatever.
yes, like our idol, our podcast idol.
We're not gonna mention names because we don't
Wait,
want to
can
get
we
sued.
do
But
a podcast idol and like compete with other local podcasts in like real time?
I feel like that should be a thing,
I'm
actually.
serious. Podcast idol. Let's do it.
All
We're gonna
right, let's do
trademark
it.
this, and then
I'm I'm here for it. I feel like that would be so. Or it would be really cool if we had like 3 podcasts record like an episode like all at once, and then we all just like release it on the same week or
and
something on
compete
all our shows. Like that'd be so cool.
like a Hunger Games almost of podcasting, and then like you just die if you don't.
You just die.
No, we
Oh
don't
my
need
god.
any death. But
I think
okay. So
okay.
viewer question.
Okay.
Let's.
Let's hear it. And so we're gonna try to read this with my dyslexia, so we'll see how this works.
That's okay.
But all right. So, dear Kelly and Justin, I
Hi.
am in need of some advice regarding a situation I am facing with my sister who's getting married. My sister, who is 5 years older than me, is a successful lawyer and has a flourishing career and a sustainable income. She has planned her wedding in Mexico in 6 months, which I have been budgeting for as her maid of honor. However, my dilemma arises from her recent decision to have her bachelorette party next month, not in a nearby location, but in Sweden. As a recent college
What?
graduate, you said what?
In Sweden?
In Sweden.
Oh
This is
shit!
like
Okay,
some.
so this is not a Miami yacht.
This is not. You're not going down to downtown Detroit to twerk.
No, no.
Type
It's
of
like
shit.
that's a. Are they going to IKEA? I'm confused. Go on.
Wait, is that where IKEA's from?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't even know that.
I
Okay,
think now you have me questioning it. Yeah, it is right.
I thought it was Switzerland.
No,
I
it's
don't know.
Sweden. I can picture the flag.
Okay. Oh yeah. Well, what?
I'm not. Maybe they're from there. Maybe they have family. That's a. I mean, that's okay. All right.
I know. I'm just trying to figure that one out, but I'm like, what? And it seems random. It's not like Australia. It's not like France. It's like
Maybe this is an out of country viewer too. This might not be someone in the States.
Maybe. Who knows?
Okay.
I don't know.
But either way,
Right.
it's a hard for her. So okay.
Yeah. So as a recent college grad, I am still getting on my feet financially, and an international trip on such short notice is beyond my current budget restraints.
Mm-hmm.
When I expressed my concerns to my sister about the unexpected expense of the Sweden trip, she accused me of trying to make her wedding about myself. She implied that if I couldn't afford to be part of the pre-wedding event, maybe I shouldn't be her maid of honor.
Oh gosh. Oof.
I'm going to wait and say what I have to say right now because I want to keep reading.
Wow.
But yeah. Furthermore, she pointed out that she shouldn't be expected to cover my costs simply because she earns more than me. Maybe she asked for that, but I don't see where she even asked to have her costs covered, but I don't know.
Wow.
I respect my sister's independence and love her dearly, but I feel conflicted by her reaction to my financial limitations. While I don't anticipate her paying for my expenses routinely, I believe that in this situation where she is asking me to travel to Sweden at such short notice, it's reasonable for me to discuss additional financial support. Okay, so I guess she did ask for money or something. Okay, whatever.
Okay.
Could you please advise me on whether I am wrong in the situation? How should I handle this delicate matter with my sister without causing unnecessary strain on our relationship, especially considering the important role I have in her wedding as her maid of honor. Thank you for your guidance and support. Okay, well, I did it. My dyslexia did not fail us too much, so good
So
job.
basically, this chick is getting invited to her sister's bachelorette party in another country, and it sounds like it's a bit cost prohibitive for her.
And it's
Which
like
is
and it
real.
sounds last minute too. It's not like
Yeah.
she told her like a year in advance or something. It's like next month we're going here. So I'm assuming, just based on people I know,
Mhm.
I'm assuming one of two things. I'm assuming either sister is like one of those travel influencers, travel bloggers that like just goes and does this shit,
Mhm.
or because of the type of law work she does, she probably just has like disposable. I'm assuming corporate law, probably, right? Where you just have disposable income, you can just go do this. Sounds
Yeah.
like, I don't know what the person who wrote into us does for a living, but you know, they're just starting their career, so regardless, you're not going to make nearly as much as if you're already seasoned into it. This is their
Yeah.
older sister, so I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm already like, I'm stuck on you shouldn't be my maid of honor. Why did she jump so quick into that?
Well, and it's like you cannot. Okay, the reality of this situation is some people cannot. Most of us cannot afford that kind of luxury right now. Like finances are tight. It's a tough economy right now, and I think to say that to your sister because she can't afford something is like almost like predatory. Like how could you even say that? That's shitty. I don't like that.
Well, we're also like at this point, we're like legally in a recession. Like, even though the government doesn't want to say that right now because they don't want anyone to panic. Like, we've seen like 2 quarters, I think it was, or more of economic decline. That defines an actual recession. And we're at numbers not quite at 2008, but we're kind of on the cusp of a 2008 recession right now. So it's literally like,
People are
I just know
struggling.
so many people, especially like in new fields, like a lot of entry level people are getting laid off. I don't know what she does for a living. I can't remember if she said it or not. I don't know if she's in tech, but like a lot of tech jobs are getting laid off of right now.
And I'm sorry, if you have to choose between paying rent or getting groceries and going on a bachelorette party. And also, too, I think when you have the option of giving someone, like, all right, I'm doing this bachelorette party out of the country, you have to pay for it, it's going to be very expensive. You have to, the reality is some people can't come. That's just the financial reality. You can like hope, pray, beg, anger, yell at people, but like, if you don't have the money and you're not going to pay for it, what do you expect them to do? They just don't go into debt because your friend or your sister even is being demanding like that. I think that's ridiculous.
I think it is too. And then the other thing I'm just kind of thinking about too is like, how is it that how did like this person's the maid of honor, right? So like, how did their sister not come to them and say, hey, this is what I'm planning, like what do you think? Like, that's the person who's supposed to be like your co-pilot through all of this.
Yeah, because my sister did her bachelorette party in Vegas, and we talked about it beforehand. You know, many friends couldn't come, some family couldn't come, but those who could, that's great. But there was no animosity towards people. And even in the wedding, some people weren't able to come. It is what it is. It sucks because I get it. You want to have all your friends, you want to have a big party, you want everyone there, and like it's to be all about you. I get that. I understand that's fun. But like, again, the reality is people are struggling. Like, look at the price of groceries. Again, like most people can barely afford like day-to-day activities, let alone like a trip right now. So you gotta have some kind of sympathy for people like that.
I almost feel like these sisters, and I'm just obviously like assuming right now, but like it sounds like probably just based on the comment of like, maybe you just shouldn't be here, maybe you shouldn't be my maid of honor, whatever. Like, that's not like just like your casual friend you made a maid of honor. Like, that's your sister.
No,
I feel like they have like a conflict or something that maybe
there's
like
some
they're not telling
underlying.
us.
I feel like we need to have them on the show so we can like get to the
We need an update. We need an update once we get it, because yeah, because they wrote in like a couple weeks ago. So I'm like, maybe we'll get an update on this because it's
we
about
do
the
need an
time.
update.
I wonder if they went to Sweden. I wonder what happened.
See, now I want to know, like, we need pictures of them in front of the IKEA. Now we need to know this. But I think at the end of the day, like, don't apologize for like not being able to afford something. That's your life. Like, that's the reality of life. Like, it's okay if you can't afford that. And just be honest, you know, like, hey, I would love to spend this time with you. I'd love nothing more than to go on this trip with you. You mean so much to me. I just cannot afford it right now. And then, okay, maybe I don't know, not even asking for money. I don't know. It's then you get into the awkwardness of like, should the sister pay? No, I don't think so. But if if she expects,
I think she should.
yeah, if she has this expectation of like, you have to be here, you're my maid of honor, then I guess you have to pay for her if she can't afford it.
I mean, it's not like you're paying for like. Okay, I'll put it this way: if this was like just like a bridesmaid or someone else in the wedding, and they couldn't afford to do it last minute. Now, first of all, I don't know. I don't know what all this group does for a living. I don't know many people who can just go to Sweden next month and just be like, "Yeah, we're going." Bye.
No,
Like, I don't know many people. So I don't know if you're going on like a solo bachelorette trip now or what. But like, I'm assuming everyone else has some sort of disposable income. But regardless of that, if it was a bachelorette and you want to go do something crazy and some of them couldn't come, right? I feel like that's fine, but like when it's your maid of honor, I think that's like a little bit different.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, either you pay, and I know a lot of weddings where sometimes people will pay for the whole thing, like bridesmaid dresses, all that stuff, like trips if you have the money. But I think you just have to the reality of the world, And I think
Mm-hmm.
everyone's a little disappointed. That just it sucks all around. Like it's almost like a lose-lose situation, but you can't be mad. That's just the reality of the situation. Like, okay, maybe do something special, maybe do like a girls' dinner or something locally. I don't know, like to celebrate if there's underlying issues here. There always is. This is not just about the bachelorette party. This is about the sisters dynamic. I wonder what's like you said, I wonder what's happened beforehand, what's going on. Is there's some kind of they need to get in a session with
I want
us.
to get mom and dad on the podcast,
As I was
actually.
saying, like we need a whole family therapy session. And
I don't want either of these two because the thing I was thinking of as I was reading it too, like I
Mhm.
thought two things. I was like, it sounds like the sister is, or the older sister is just like rude. But then on the other hand, I always know that people rate things from their own perspective. So in my mind, I'm like, I need more info because what if this is like somebody who's like writing in that's like making a whole. I would hope no one who's listening to us does that, by the way. But it's like you never know what people post on Reddit. You never know what people write in. So it's like is this just like a one-sided thing or has this been like an ongoing expectation of life? I still think regardless, like saying next month you're going to Sweden is ridiculous though, but
Yes. Yeah. It's just I think too in general people have unrealistic expectations of others and whether it's a trip or a friendship whatever. I think there's just unrealistic expectations and everyone needs a bit of a reality check and at the end of the day like you're getting married, you're supposed to be celebrating this union, that's what it's really about and now it's turned into like oh my god, the bachelorette party blah blah blah. So I don't know. I wish them the best in figuring this out cuz that's tough cuz I don't the last thing you want to see is a sister's relationship fractured over something like this, but it happens all the time. So you got to tread lightly with this kind of stuff.
it's giving Brittany and Jamie Lynn right now.
It is. And my hair is giving, Faith
It's
Hill.
giving Brittany. It's giving
Yeah.
Brittany and Faith Hill 2001.
2001. Okay. Yeah. That was like what? 23 years ago? Jesus.
I can't believe it's giving. I know. I'm like it's crazy. I was in like first grade.
I don't even know how old I was when
I was.
what
I
is
don't
it?
even know. I was like in first or second grade, I think. So I don't know. All right. Well, I think that was a good story to start off with. So, guys, if you have anything that you want to write in the podcast about, you can DM it to us on our podcast page, Hot Mess Healing Podcast. You can also do it to either one of our personal DMs if you want at Kelly Hausman or ADHD Therapist _J. And then eventually we will have a podcast website where it's just going to be easier to write
Yes.
into
We should
and
have
more anonymous if you want. So
yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, we'll do like a form or something.
we will
Sure.
never name drop you, so.
No. We're, confidentiality is our number one thing. So yes.
Exactly.
All right, so
We
to
should
end
have said this in the beginning, by the way. This is for entertainment and purposes
yes,
only, by the way.
do
We are
not
not your therapists.
we are not your therapist. We will maybe be your friend, but like we're don't take advice from us.
We will not be your friend.
Yes,
Oh my
we
God.
might potentially be your friend, maybe.
Maybe. We'll see.
If
We'll
you
see how
like
cool
us
you
enough,
are.
But yeah, this is not intended for therapy or
I have to
advice.
put a disclosure at the beginning so we don't get
Yes,
sued.
we do need to do that. So to end the show, what have you been like? What's your like obsession? What have you been into this week? What's been good?
What have I been into this week? I'm trying to think I think it's been the dog mainly. Honest to God, we've been getting so ready for the dog. So between like working, building my business, getting ready for this show, and then just the dog, I'm like, I have been like just obsessed with the business. And honestly, you know what? It's really the business because, like I said, the dog's not going to be our pet. It's going to be a therapy dog too. So it's like it's all business related right now. I guess that's my obsession.
So dogs, yes, dogs, the obsession.
I'm obsessed with the amount of government people going to jail. By the way, that's super random. But there's like or getting like charged with stuff. Because we just had the president a few weeks, well, the ex-president who might be the new president. We had Joe Biden's son who just got whatever he did. Yeah. So I'm like, wow, all these people in government are just like randomly getting convicted. Yes. That's my other weird obsession.
So you're like into the political realm of the gossip.
I'm not into it. I don't like any of them. But I'm like, and when I see it, I'm just like, our government is like our government's ratchet. Like it's so bad right now.
Oh, Lord help us.
My
what
about yours?
I mean, the boy band concert coming up. Most of my close friends, anyone that knows me knows that I've been obsessed with boy bands forever. I've pretty much seen every single boy band. I don't even know. Do you know who O-Town is?
No.
Okay. The real ones will know what O-Town is. It was like, There was a Making the Band show, probably like, I don't even know, 20 years ago. And they like made this group out of nowhere, almost like a P. Diddy thing back in the day, but I don't think he ran this. This was just like a Making the Band. So they created this like boy band group and they still tour now, believe it or not. They're going to be here in
Nice.
July. So I may or may not have to go see them too. But yes, I'm obsessed with boy bands. I'm ready. Get me to this concert.
Like how current of boy bands do you like go listen to?
I like more like old school. Again, like I'm, I guess, stuck in the 90s and 2000s.
Are you not a directioner or whatever?
No, I'm more
no.
like Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, 98 Degrees, New Kids on the Block, O Town, you know, like that kind of stuff. I actually have an NSYNC shirt right over there. And
oh my god, that's so crazy. I remember New Kids on the Block. I don't even know this because it was when I was like in high school and I didn't even know who they were. But like New Kids on the Block did like their like comeback album or something in like 2010 or something, and they had that summertime song out, and it was just them and then Water doing this shit, and I was like, what is going on?
They just released a new album like a couple weeks ago. They're still coming back. That's what, you know, we all need to aspire to be a boy band guy because they keep coming back because they never left.
Mm-hmm. You know who I like? This is so random of a topic, but like I love for like nostalgia music. Like Usher released an album during the Super Bowl, and like Usher can still throw down.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, give me like a 90s, early 2000s R&B, hip hop, rock, pop, boy band. Like,
give us Rihanna's album.
Yes, give me all of that stuff. That's like that's best. So, well, as you hear a dog barking in the background, it's just preparing you for what's coming today. And
that is
week.
I didn't know if anyone could hear that or not because my dog's just going crazy today.
I can hear it. Welcome. Hello. What's your dog's name, by the way?
Samson.
Samson. Okay.
That's the one barking. The new one's going to be Remington.
Remington. Are you going to call him Remy?
Yeah.
Oh my God, so cute.
Well, it's a mouthful, but yeah.
We will update everyone next time on if you survived your puppy and if I survived this boy band concert.
I might bring him on the show, actually.
You have to bring him on next time for sure. So, and then I'll see you next week. We'll also, you know, we are going to be posting a lot of content. So keep an eye out for us. We're going to be together on Friday in person. So watch out. It's going to be dangerous. Lots of content coming.
Lots of content coming. Yep. So make sure you subscribe to our socials. Make sure you subscribe to the Hot Mess Healing Instagram. Go to our YouTube channel. We might be posting videos and vlogs and all sorts of stuff on there eventually too. So, you know, get ready and it's going to be fun.
All right, guys. And write us in. Let us know what you need advice and help on.
Write us in. Give us all your drama so we can dissect it.
We can entertain you for entertainment purposes only.
I like that. That's how I'm going to say it from now on. All right. You guys take care.
Bye.